Doe normaal, welcome back to the channel everybody, and if you're new, my name is Mr. Kensei. Let's begin with this video. Narcissism. Narcissism is a plague that really hurts us all. Whether you know somebody, whether you engage with somebody, whether a lot of people around you are invested with the virus, everywhere we go nowadays, we see a lot of narcissistic people. Now here is a point. Just because people didn't get a diagnosis with narcissistic personality disorder doesn't mean that they don't have it. I mean, a great example, Onisia for example. That guy is a full-on narcissist. However, he never got a diagnosis for it, and he won't take one either. And if he did have a diagnosis with narcissistic personality disorder, he won't show it. Vegan Gains, also another example of narcissistic personality disorder. The inflated ego, etc. Now, here is one thing I want to share. We are able to combat these people, but the problem is we are enabling them to be how they are, which makes them being able to destroy more lives and to destroy more people. See, all we have to do is educate ourselves about narcissistic personality disorder and team up, because these people are not playing. They're there to manipulate, to play people against you, etc. And this will get even worse and worse if we don't stop them. Now, why am I saying this? Is because I want to teach people something. A lot of people nowadays talk about certain traits, but these traits have a name for it, but nobody mentions it. Because when we mention the name, we see the things for what they really are. I mean, if somebody manipulates, plays the victim, gaslights, etc., and does all the things that is in a book of a narcissistic personality disorder symptom, whatever you want to name it, then why would we call that something different from what it really is? If we point out something, maybe these people want to make a change somewhere down the line whenever they're way too old. You know what I mean. We, because we are silent, allow them to be who they are and allow them to hurt us even more. Now, I don't know how many people you know that are a narcissist, but if you educate yourself, you might even see that there are more than just the people who are what they have. You have the covert narcissist and the grandiose narcissist, because the grandiose narcissist is one of the most obvious. The I am so great, touch me because I'm made of gold. I'm so intelligent that I am competing with the president for his place, and so on and so forth. These are the things that make you think, that is a narcissist. But you also have covert narcissists that are silent. You don't recognize them that fast. It takes a bit of knowledge and a bit of time. However, how much time did we spend with a lot of people? It isn't that less. It's quite a lot. Now, combine with what you know next to the symptoms of narcissism, and you may even find out that there are more people in your friend list or whatever that are having this issue. I myself even noticed that the people that I know, a lot of them have this disorder. Why? Because it's being beautified. What is the most beautifying thing in this world? To be selfish, right? To do whatever you want, right? To get away with everything. Let him go. I mean, don't make him pay for the mistakes that he has done purposely. Let him hurt someone else and let him get away with it, right? Of course, not in that line, but in the line of, yeah, revenge is bad. Revenge isn't revenge specifically. I will agree that you have revenge in a negative way, but there is also justice. And justice is now being labeled as revenge. To make somebody pay for mistakes is justice. Nowadays, people saying, no, let him go. No, don't do that. Why? Because they recognize themselves in the same position. Because if we reflect our own personality onto others, we will make choices for them depending on how we wish to be treated in that same situation. Hence, why you see people always make excuses for others, because they recognize themselves in that person. Therefore, if they ever come into a situation where they have consequences, they will try to manipulate the situation in their favor. This is something I wanted to talk about because I told you guys I would start a series with narcissism, and which is a very important series. Now, this isn't the first series yet. As you guys notice, I haven't put a #1 in it yet. I will do that tomorrow with a new video. Right now, I just want to give you guys some clear explanation of the narcissism manifestation in this whole world. It bothers me a lot that barely anybody talks about it. There are professionals talking about it and there are channels talking about it. But they're more like talking about specific traits of a narcissist rather than how you can recognize these people all over the world, and encouraging people to do their research to know more about narcissists. All I'm seeing on those channels is some good info though, but not something that they could use on long term to help themselves recognize more people and make them feel that there is something wrong with them, so they can either improve themselves or leave us alone for the rest of their lives. And that's it for today's video. More of this will come tomorrow on the 29th of December. Thank you for listening to me. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, like this video, share it if you must, and as for always, doe normaal.